Saya record. Okay. So this is chapter 6. Chapter 6 which is repetitive statements. Okay. Okay. So outcome for this chapter, you will understand what is repetitive statements, which is while, for. Okay. So basically for this class, we're going to look at while and for only. Okay. Break and continue, we will not see it because this one is for C language. Okay, in Python we didn't use break continue. Okay, and then after that, after you understand what is a repetitive statement, you will be able to implement the statements in problem solving. Okay, in your computer programming. Okay, so this is
Madam.
basically
Madam tak share screen.
Okay, so this is a basic diagram, a flowchart diagram for repetitive statement. Normally, you have one process or statement, and then you have condition. Okay, and then if this condition is true, let's say is true. Okay, you will do this statement, and this statement will be repeated. Okay, after this condition is false. Okay, when this condition is false, you will terminate the looping. Okay, so you will do another statement. Okay, so this is the basic general, what we call general flow chart for the repetitive statement. Okay, so saya ulang, basically dalam repetitive statement ni, you have one statement, kemudian awak akan ada one condition. So if this condition is true, you will do this statement. As long as it is true, you will loop this statement. Okay, you will loop dekat sini. You will loop here, you will repeat the same statement. Okay, after once this condition is false, you will stop the looping. Okay, awak akan stop looping itu. Okay. Okay, so as an introduction, statements are executed sequentially. First statement, second statement, and etc. Okay, ini memang standard dalam programming. Okay, and then you need to execute the statement several numbers of times. So in loop statement. Okay, so macam yang saya mention tadi lah. So you have a condition. If this condition is true, you will do the next condition, and it will loop. It will be loop until this condition is false. Bila condition is false, you will get out from the loops. Okay? Okay. Faham class? Do you get the idea what is repetitive statement? Class?
Yes, doctor.
Okay, so means that in this repetitive statement, you need also the selection. Okay, so you need to have a selection as well. Okay. Okay, so first repetitive statement that we're going to look at is while statement. Okay. While statement, you will repeat a statement of statements while a condition is true. Okay, while a condition is true. Selagi condition true, you will repeat the statements. Okay. And then condition is tested before executing the loop body. So means that you have a selection. Okay. Okay, the syntax for while statement is like this. While, you have keyword while, space, and then you have expression or condition, followed by this double dot. Okay, and then if this expression is true, you will do this statement. So that's why this statement indented inside while. Means that this statement belongs to this while. Okay, whenever this expression for this while is true, you will do these statements. Okay, so this is the flowchart. You have a while expression here, and then you have the condition. If this condition is true, you will do this statement. You will repeat this statement as long as this condition is true. When this condition is false, you will go outside the looping. Awak akan keluar from that looping, and then you will do the next statement. Okay, so this is the syntax. Okay, faham class? Okay guys?
Okay, madam.
Okay.
Setakat ni.
Okay, setakat ni okay Okay, so this is example. Okay, now we have one variable. Our variable name is count, and then we initialize the value of count equal to 0. So maksudnya sekarang count ni adalah satu variable, then kita define or kita initialize the value for that variable as 0. Okay, and then we have the while statement here. While, and then we have the expression or condition here. While count less than 9, maksudnya selagi count ni, value in count less than 9, if true, kita akan buat yang ni. Selagi count ni kurang daripada 9, iaitu 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. As long as the count number is less than 9, we will do this statement. Okay, we will do this statement which is the count is ... and we will print the value for that count. Okay, and then we have another statement which is count equal to count plus 1. Why count equal to count plus 1? Because we want to loop this one. Okay, we want to make sure count mula-mula 0, and then we want to make sure next count is 1, next count is 2, next count is 3, sampailah count is 8. Okay, so that's why kita ada kat sini. Count equal to count plus 1. Okay, okay. Then, after this statement is false, we will do this one. Print goodbye. So, that's why kalau notice here, print ni di luar while. Okay, dia tidak indented. Okay, dia di luar while. It is outside the while. Okay, so the flowchart for this coding is like this. We have begin, and then we have the count equal to 0, and then we have the condition here. If count less than 9, if true, we will print the count, and then after that we will have count equal to count plus 1, and we will loop this one. We will looping this statement until count is 9. Okay, when count is 9 means that it is false, so we will end it. Okay, so we will print goodbye here, and then we end our program. Okay, so kita tengok coding. We go to the coding. Okay, so we have this one. Okay, okay. Awak rasa what is the output for this coding? What is the output? Kelas, agak-agak apa?
The count is 0.
Lagi? Betul dah tu, lagi? Tak apa, jawab je. The count is 0. Tadi Jin Min
So count is 1.
0. Lepas tu?
Count is 1.
Count is 1 lagi?
Lepas tu sampai 8.
Okay, betul. Lepas tu?
Lepas tu goodbye.
Goodbye. Okay, good. Okay, so kita tengok. Okay, so inilah output dia. The count is 0, the count is 1, the count is 2, the count is 3, the count is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then goodbye. Okay, so kalau kita loop, kalau kita debug, okay, let's say we debug here. So now our count is initialized value is 0. Okay, okay, while count 0 less than 9, true or false? True or false, class? 0 less than 9?
True.
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 Okay, so our output is true. Okay, so as I mentioned, kalau true, they will do this statement lah untuk while. So dia akan go to the next. This one. The count is 0. Okay. Okay, so next dia akan buat count equal to count 0 plus 1, which is will be 1. Okay, so tengok kat sini, our count now is 1. So dia akan pergi dekat looping tu balik. Okay, so dia akan loop, dia akan go back to that looping expression tu, condition. So our count now is 1. 1 less than 9, yes, true. So it will proceed with the same statement. The count is count 1. So that's why dia ada the count is 1. Okay. Okay, next they will do count equal to count 1 plus 1, which is 2. So our current count is 2. Dia akan buat lagi looping. 2 less than 9. Yes, true. They will do that one. They will print. It will print the count is 2. Okay, so nampak kat sini dia print the count is 2. Okay. Okay. Next, dia buat lagi count equal to count which is 2 plus 1 will be 3. So our current count is 3. Okay, so dia akan ulang lagi lah. Faham tak? Understand guys how it works?
Faham, madam.
Faham
Setakat ni.
Okay, tengok lagi kalau dia dah buat sampai 3. True, true, okay. Okay, buat lagi 4. 4 less than 9, yes, true. Okay. And then now 5. 5 less than 9, okay, true. Okay, and then now is 6. 6 less than 9, yes, true. Okay, now 7. 7 less than 9, yes, true. Now it is 8. Okay, 7 plus 1 is 8. 8 less than 9, yes, true. Okay, tengok Okay, so now 8, dia akan print the, okay. So, bila dia dah tambah, count equal to 9. Okay, 9, dia akan check lagi tau. It will check again in the while expression. Count less than 9, true or false? True or false, class?
False.
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 Okay, kita tengok. Sekarang false. Bila while false, dia akan keluar from the looping while. Dia go to the print goodbye. Okay, faham? Faham?
Yes.
Faham.
Okay.
Madam.
Okay, good. Okay, now we move to the next one. Okay, this the next example. We have count equal to 0 as well. Okay, and then we have num loop equal to, you want to ask user how many loops that they want. How many loops that you want? So user said, let's say user said 3. So our count will be loop based on number of looping from user. Okay. So let's say user said they want to have 3 loops. So this looping will be looped 3 times. Okay. Okay. So if you have, if we go to this coding, I tutup dulu yang ni. Oh, panas bilik saya. Okay, so here, let's say, saya clear this one first. Okay, so let's say I have how many loops that you want. Let's say I said 3. So I will have 3 times loop. Okay, so I will, the count is 0, the count is 1, the count is 2, and then goodbye. Okay. Okay, so if you debug this one, the same thing happen actually. Okay, so we have count equal to 0. Number of, let's say I put 2. Okay, so now count is 0. 0 less than 2. Yes, true. They will do this one. The count is 0. And then they will count 0 plus 1, which is will be 1. So it will check with the while again. 1 less than 2. Yes, true. Okay, we will do this one. Okay, and then count 1 plus 1, which is 2. We'll check again. 2 less than 2, false. Okay, so it will go to goodbye. Okay, faham class?
Faham, madam.
Okay, let's say here, I put my count is 1 and then number of loops is 2. So what is the output?
1 only.
1 only. What is the output? The count is?
Zero.
Are you sure?
Goodbye.
Are you sure? Cepat. Let's say, misal kata sekarang, my count kat sini 1. And then, saya enter the value here, num loop is 2. So, what is my output?
2 je, madam. 1 dengan 2. Lepas tu goodbye.
Salah.
Satu lepas tu goodbye.
Dia akan keluar macam mana? The count is
The count is 1.
1 and then
Goodbye.
yes, correct. Okay.
Hmm.
Dia akan keluar macam ni. Tengok ya. Dia akan keluar. Let's say saya letak 2 here. The count is 1. Goodbye. Okay. Kita tengok kalau kita debug. So now we have count is 1. Okay. So when I ask user to enter, let's say I put 2. Count is 1. 1 less than 2. Yes, true. They will do this one. The count is count 1. Okay. And then proceed to count equal to count plus 1. So our count now is 1. Okay. So 1 plus 1 is 2. So now our count is 2. Okay. You can see here. Our count is 2. So when we check with our expression in Y, 2 less than 2, true or false?
False.
False. So false, that's why it will go outside the while, print goodbye. Okay? Faham kelas?
Madam.
Faham So the count ni dia macam pemula lah, trigger. Kita kata kalau dalam permulaan lah untuk kita mulakan our while. Okay? So we need some numbers lah for us to begin our while. So this number is very important. Okay, let's say you said you want to loop it 10 times, but you put there 1 and then you put here less than. Okay, less than. Unless you put here count less than or equal. Kalau awak letak count less than or equal, if you put your count is 1, how it will be loops. Like this. The count is 1, the count is 2. Because this one play the important roles. Okay. This one and this one is very important. Okay. When you want to do while. Okay. Okay class. When you want to do looping. Okay. Faham class?
Faham.
Okay. Okay. Saya delete balik. Okay. So now we have done this one. Let's comment. Okay. Okay, now this is the example previous coding from your previous chapter. Okay, so we have before this we have like this, right? When we want to ask user to enter value 1 and value 2, and then we will calculate the total value. After that we want to check that total value falls under which category kan? Ingat tak? Sama ada dia pass A, pass B, pass C ataupun try again. Betul tak?
Yes.
Okay. So last time bila kita buat macam ni, when we have one output, kemudian kita kena run semula kan? We need to run it again. Betul tak? We need to run it again to get another value ni. Betul tak? Okay. So now we don't want to run again. We just want to use looping. Okay, we just can use looping here. So this is the example. Okay, you put all this one inside loop. Okay, all this coding inside loop. Okay, so you have here, let's say you have count equal to 0 and you ask user enter number of total value to be calculated. So we know that how many looping that we will do. Okay. So let's say user said I want to calculate 3 number of num total. Okay. So we can have 3 times. Okay. 3 times. So we ask user to enter value 1. We ask user to enter value 2. And then we calculate the total value. And then we have the dekat sini the selection here. And then we have the increment counter here. Okay. So this is the coding. Okay. Sebelum ni kita tak ada ni. Okay. Before this we didn't have this one. Okay. Yang ini pun tak ada. Okay. Yang ini semua tak adalah. Kita tak ada sebelum ni. So now kita nak ada. Okay, we want to make sure it will loop. Okay, so kita tak perlu we don't have to rerun every time we want to enter value. Okay, so if we do like this, you can see here. Let's say I run it. So how many number of total to be calculated? Let's say I said 3. Okay, for the first value 23, 32. So I know now for the first value, for the first one, for the first total, my I have the output sorry try again. Okay, let's say I put another one 25, 44. So I will get yes pass with C. And I put another one 53, 30, 12. Let's see. So I have another one. Please try again. So here we don't need to rerun. Okay, rerun our coding. Okay. If we total. Okay, never mind. Okay, so if we debug here. Okay, let's say I put here 3. So count 0 less than 3. Yes, true. So that's why I can do this one. Okay, let's say now I put 34, 51. 51. Okay, so I have my total is 85. So when I check with my condition, I will get the output is which one class for 85? What is the output?
Yes,
Will be
pass with
A.
okay.
Pass with A.
Yes, pass with A. So I will get yes pass with A, and then I will do the count. Compiler will do count equal to count plus 1. So our current count is 0. So 0 plus 1 will be 1. So I have now count is 1. So I check again with expression or condition in while. Count 1 less than 3. So I will do this statement. So my next is 35, let's see. And then I have 43. Okay, so I have total is 78. 78 will fall under yes, pass with B. Okay, so that's why I have pass with B. So now we proceed to the count equal to count plus 1. Current count is 1 plus 1 will be 2. So now our count is 2. We will check again with our condition in while. 2 less than 3, yes, true. Okay, so we will proceed again. So this one, let's say I put 25. And then I will put 31. Okay. So when we calculate our total now is 56. So it will fall under sorry, try again. Okay. So sorry, try again. Next, we proceed with the count. Count equal to count plus 1. Okay. So now count is 2. 2 plus 1 will be 3. So our count is 3. We'll check again with our while condition. So count is 3 less than 3. 3 less than 3, true or false?
False.
False. So when false, it will go outside and done. Okay? Okay, class? Understand?
yes.
Yes. Okay?
Yes.
Very easy. Okay. So what if we delete this statement? We delete this one. Kalau kita delete, what will happen? Apa akan jadi if we delete this one? Class, what will happen? Okay, cuba awak tengok. Kalau kita delete this one, what will happen to our output?
Infinite.
Dia akan dia akan apa?
Infinite.
Okay. Dia akan looping without stop. Dia akan sampai bila-bila dia akan still looping. Why? Why?
But tak ada limit.
0
Yes.
less than 3.
Because count always will be 0. Okay. So 0 will be always less than this num total. Okay. Let's check. Okay. Let's say we have how many total value? Let's say we want to have 3. Means that we going to calculate 3 totals only. But in this case, we will have, let's say 23, 34, 35, 43. Okay, this one is second total. Now the third total. Okay, now we have the fourth total. Okay, tak siap-siap ha. Okay, tak siap-siap. Okay, sebab our count remain 0. Okay, okay class? Understand?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, good. So now we proceed to the next one. Four statement. Okay, one statement done. So now we have 4 statement. 4 statement, we will execute a sequence of statement multiple times, also multiple times, okay? And then we will able to iterate over the times of any sequence such as list, okay? List is array. I will teach you about the list after midterm break, saya rasa, okay? Okay, syntax for 4 is like this. For space iterating variable in space in sequence, okay, and then we have a double dot here. So as long as this sequence is true, you will print this statement. So that's why this statement is indented, means that this is belongs to this 4 as long as this 4 is true. Okay, so this is the flowchart. So you have this item for sequence. If this one is true inside that sequence, okay, so you will do this statement. You will loop this statement until this sequence is not true anymore. Okay, so you will go outside the for looping. Okay, this is the example. So in Python, let's say we have one variable. Our variable name is alphabet. Okay, our alphabet store value of character. Okay, so we have P, Y, H, T, O, N, Python. Okay, basically in Python, we have this one, alphabet. Okay, so when we have this sequence of string, but actually in our compiler, it is like this. P, Y, T, H, T, O, N. Okay, so in our compiler, our alphabet variable store this kind of value. Okay, so this is string. However, in our compiler, it will store one character by character. Okay, P, Y, H, T, O, N. Okay, so in order for you to retrieve the value inside this alphabet, you need to know the range. Okay, you need to know the size of this variable. Okay, size of variable lah kita kata. So how to do it? You have to do like this. For space index. Index here is this one. Our iterating variable. Okay, so our iterating variable iterating variable ni macam variable yang kita nak dia count, macam count tadi tu lah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so in this case, I name my iterating variable as index. Okay, kalau awak nak ada nama lain pun tak ada masalah. But saya suka guna nama index. Kenapa? Because this one, bila kita refer for each block ni, okay, kita refer for each block. When we want to refer to each block, This one we call as a index. So that's why saya letak my variable name as index. Okay. So for space index space in range. Okay. Dalam range mana? In which range? My range will be in alphabet variable. Alphabet variable. But how I'm going to get my alphabet size? So I put another function length. So length means that here I want to know in range length of alphabet. Okay, so I will get the length of alphabet. What how much length of alphabet here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so the length of my alphabet will be 6. Okay, so here my for will be loops from starting from 0, okay, until 6 or 5.
C.
5. Okay, sebab dia akan, okay, in this case it will be like this. For index in range 6. So means that I will loop from starting from 0, I will loop 6 times. Okay, I will loop 6 times. So it will be starting from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, sebab dia 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, kelas faham? Faham teori dia?
Faham setakat ni.
Faham Okay. So after that, as long as my for is inside this looping, okay, I will print this one, current alphabet. What I'm going to print? I'm going to print alphabet and index. Means that I'm going to print alphabet 0. Alphabet 0 refer to P. Alphabet 1 refer to Y. Alphabet 2 refer to H. Alphabet 3 refer to T. Alphabet 4 refer to O. Alphabet 5 refer to N. Dia akan looping macam tu. Okay? Okay, kelas? Okay, kita tengok. Okay, hari ni dia punya teori lah. Okay? So again, we have index. Index is variable to count the sequence starts from 0. Okay, so it will start from 0. And then range is a function to create a sequence numbers from 0 to last of the list. Okay, and then length is the function length to determine how many items in the alphabet list, or how or we want to know what is the size of our variable. Okay, so that's why we use length. Okay, okay, so in the flowchart it is like this. You have begin, you have index equal to index here equal to 6y, because we get from here length, range length here. So we have index equal to 6. But actually what will happen is index starting from 0. 0 until 5. Okay, as long as it is inside the 6 looping. So we will do this one. When the looping is outside 6, so we will go outside the looping. Okay. Okay. So this is the coding. Okay, so we will do this one as first. Okay. 4 dah ada belum? Okay, so this one. Okay, so now we have our first example. Alphabet equal to Python. Okay, so you can see here. So it will print current alphabet P, Y, H, T, O, N. Okay. Sekejap, saya lupa tutup yang ni. Okay, again. Okay, so we have here P, Y, H, T, O, N. Okay, how it works? Tengok betul-betul. Okay, take a look here guys. Tengok betul-betul ya kelas. This is very important. 4 is very important because you're going to use it widely in array after this. Okay. So now we have alphabet P Python. Okay, you can see here. Our alphabet have the name of our variable is alphabet, and then we have the value for our alphabet is string Python. Okay, Python. Okay, so when we do the for index in range length alphabet, so our length is 6. So we know that our for looping will be 6 times. Okay. As long as it is in the range of 6, we will do this for looping. Okay. So our index will start from 0. Okay. So 0 is in the range of 6. So we will print current alphabet. What we going to print? We're going to print the value in alphabet with index 0 because our current index is 0. So index 0 we refer to here, which is P. Okay. So we will print P. Okay. Now our index is 1. So automatically after 0 it will go to 1. 1 still in range of 6. Okay. So it is true. We will do this one. Current alphabet. Our index now is 1. Okay. So it will print Y. Okay. Y. Okay. So now our index increased to 2. So 2 is still in the range of 6. So that's why it will still do the looping. Okay. Current alphabet index 2, which is H. Okay. Okay. So now our index move to 4. Okay. 3. T. Okay. Now our index is 4. So 4 still in the range of 6. Okay. Alphabet 4 is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. O. Okay. Alphabet index 4 is O. So we will print O. And then now 5. Okay. 5 is still in the range of 6. Okay. So index 5. Okay. So done now. So because we have reached 6 looping. Okay. Our range is 6. Our looping is 6. So now we stop there. Okay. Okay, class. Understand how for works? So means that in for you need to know what is the range of that looping. Okay. What is the range ataupun berapa range untuk for looping. Okay. So you need to know that one. So how to get that range? You need to get the length from that variable lah. Ataupun variable lah normally. Ataupun berapa size range dia. Okay. Faham kelas?
Faham.
Faham Okay. We have another one. Let's say we have this one. Similar output. Okay. Okay. Yang ini kalau kita nak buat, dia akan dapat similar output. Okay. Okay, so we have the similar output. Kalau kita buat macam ni pun kita akan dapat jugalah. Okay, so if you have 4 alphabet in Python, so you also can get the same thing. Okay, however, I show to you this one because tidak semestinya bila dalam coding kita boleh buat seperti ini. Okay, most of the time when you use array, you need to do like this to get the size of our 4. Range of our 4. Okay. Okay. Next. Second example. Okay, this one. Okay. let's say we have this one. Saya tutup dulu. Okay, let's say we have this one. So, awak akan dapat current fruit banana, current fruit apple, current fruit mango. Okay. Okay, so why? Why like this? Because our fruits here, we have array. Okay. What will happen is like this. When we have fruits equal to banana, apple, mango, what happen is actually inside our variable, it is like this. Our fruit is in array. Okay. First one, we have banana. Second one, we have apple. Third one, we have mango. So in array, or list, okay, we sometimes they call as a list, okay. So for the first one is 0, 1, 2. Index is 0, 1, 2, okay. So now when we do for index in range length of fruits, we have length is 3, 1, 2, 3, okay. So we have our for will be looped 3 times, okay, starting from 0. Means that starting from 0, 1, 2. Okay, betul tak? Ke 0, 1, 2, 3. Which one? Dia akan loop
0, 1, 2.
0, 1, 2. Okay, so our index will go from 0, 1, 2, stop. Okay, not 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So what will happen now? Starting from 0, current fruits index 0, which is banana. Okay. Sekejap semula. Tertekan yang tu. Okay, so now we have index 0. Current fruits 0, which is banana. Okay, so now our index is 1. 1 still in the range of length. Okay, so fruits 1 is apple. Okay, so now 2, fruits 2 is mango. Okay, so we have that output. Okay, class, understand?
Can, madam.
Okay. Okay, and then if we do like this, also we can get the same output. Okay, so we can get also the same output for fruit in fruits. Okay. Ini susah sikit ni untuk terangkan yang ni sebab saya lagi suka yang ni lah, mudah untuk difahami oleh awak lah. Okay. Okay, so now, okay, we have another example. How to allow user to enter values multiple times using for. Okay, so now we have this one, the same thing, but instead of using y, we want to use for. Okay, so this is how we're going to do it. First, you ask user enter number of total value to be calculated. So we will know that how many loopings. Okay, so we can use for by having like this, for index in range. What is the range? What is the range for our for based on number total here. Okay, so now we can get, let's say user said I want to calculate for total values, so the looping will be 4 times. Okay, so this is example. Okay. Okay, now we have this one. Okay, when I run, how enter number of total value to be calculated. Let's say I put 4. Okay, so the first value 23, 45. Second value, okay, the first value. So now we have, okay, the bukan value total. This one is for the first total. Now second total. Okay, now we move to the third total. Okay, now we move to the fourth total. Okay, so it loop 4 times. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so if you debug, you can see like this. It's like this. So let's say I put 4 here. Okay, for index in range, what is the range? Is from num total. What is the value for num total? The value is 4. So we know that our for looping is in the range of 4. Okay, so our for looping starting from 0. Okay, so we do this one. 4, 45. So we get, okay, we move to the next index, which is index 1. Index 1 is still in the range of 4. Okay. So now index is 2. Okay. Okay, we now index is 3. Okay, done. Okay, so we have 4 times of looping. Okay, class, faham? Okay, so if you notice here, we didn't use length. We didn't use length. Okay, we didn't use function length. Why? Because we already know the value of num total. Okay, dalam case ni, we already know value of num total. So we don't need to get the length of num total. Okay, different from this one. This one, we didn't know what is the size of alphabet. So that's why we need to use length, because we need to know what is the length of our alphabet, or what is the size of our alphabet variable. Okay, class, faham? Untuk case ni kita dah tahu what is the value for that num total. Okay, boleh class?
Boleh.
Okay, semua orang okay? Panas lah saya. Aduh, panasan. Okay, kelas? Boleh? Kalau tak jawab, saya tak proceed ni. Boleh tak?
Boleh ajar.
Boleh Okay. Okay, what is the nested loops? Kalau tadi loop yang biasa. So now we move to nested loop. Nested loops means that inside loop, you have another loop. Okay. So one or more loop inside any another while or for loop. Okay. So this is the syntax. Let's say you have four iterating variable in sequence. Okay. As long as this is inside our sequence for 4 or our loop for 4, we will do another loop. Okay. So we will do another loop, and then we will do the statement for the first loop or the second loop, and then we will do the statement for the first loop. Okay, so this is nested loop. Inside loop, we have another loop. Okay, kalau while loops pun sama, we have while expression, and then we have another while expression. So these statements belongs to the second while. These statements belongs to first while. So basically in nested loop, we will settle this inside statement first, and then after that we will proceed to the next statement. Okay, so basically in nested loop, we will have this kind of condition lah. Okay, outer loop and inner loop condition. Okay, this is the example for the nested loop. We have a name list. Okay, this is array or list, and sekejap ya. Okay, so now in our variable name is name list. Okay, dan kita ada Kelly, Jessa, Emma. So means that we have list of name in our name list. Okay. How many names that we have? We have 3 names. Okay. So, and then we have for name index in name list here. We want to do this inner looping. Okay. Okay. So kita debug je lah mana nested loop. Okay, so what will happen, kita debug dulu. Okay, now we have name list. Okay, so this is our variable. Our variable name is name list, and then we have the list of name in list or in array. We have Kelly, Jessa, and Emma. Okay, if you notice here, I use another variable name, which is name index. The same thing actually. That one is will refer to index in our name list. Okay. In Kelly. So our name index is now is Kelly. Count equal to 0. Count 0 less than 5. True. We will print name index and n. Okay. Kelly. Okay. Still Kelly. Okay, so we will do the next one. Still Kelly. Okay, so means that we're going to print Kelly 5 times. Okay. Five times. Okay, so now when done, we will proceed to the next 4, which is Jessa. So we will do the same thing here. Jessa will be printed 5 times. And then after that, we go to Emma. Emma will be printed 5 times as well. So here, in 4 nested loops, what we'll do is we will settle this part first, and then we will proceed to the next one here. Okay, so that's how the nested loop that's how nested loop works. Okay, sorry guys, sangat panas. Saya cakap sasul-sasul. Okay, kelas. Boleh Nanti kita buat latihan untuk nested loop lagi. Boleh kelas?
Boleh, madam.
Madam, kalau dia print ke bawah, lain dengan kalau ke tepi?
Dia lain sikit lah. Kalau tu, itu hanyalah display, cara awak nak display lah. Kalau awak nak dia print ke bawah, awak kena buat \n lah. Dia akan enter lah selalu. Okay? Yang itu tidak, dia just untuk cantik-cantik je. Okay?
Okay, madam.
Okay. Break continue saya takkan tunjuk. Kita tak pakai pun. Tidak digalakkan menggunakan break continue in Python. Okay? Okay, so as far as we know, our computer has never had an undetected error. Yes. Okay? So, memang akan, kalau ada error tu, awak boleh detect lah dekat mana errornya. Okay? Okay, now I want you to do this exercise. Sekarang pukul 11. Okay, develop a program for the following computational by implementing suitable repetitive statements. Enhance the flowchart below by using while statement. Okay, so I want you to enhance this flowchart by using while statement. Okay, while statement dia lain lah kan. Dia punya statement, flowchart dia. And after that, using the for statement, to let user enter the input based on the number of cylinder and cone. Means that here, I want you to do 2 coding. One, if you want to use while statement. Another one is for statement. Okay? Okay? Ingat lagi tak your program untuk untuk determine volume for cylinder and volume for cone. Ingat lagi tak? Simpan lagi tak your coding yang tu?
Simpan lagi nanti.
Simpan kan? Okay. So now guna the same coding but then you have to use while statement and also for statement. Maksudnya you have to come out with two codes. Okay. Two code. One for while and another one is for for. Okay kelas? Boleh? Boleh kelas? So inilah dia
Boleh,
punya,
madam.
okay, ni dia punya sample output dia. Okay, so kalau boleh awak buat sekarang berapa minit nak? Okay, so this is when I use while. Okay, so here yang ini sama. Okay, this coding is yang macam sebelum ni lah. Okay, how many semua ni. Okay. Except that the whole code ni, okay, the whole codes yang sebelum ni saya letak di dalam while. Okay. So in order for us to use while, so I have count, okay, as a initial untuk starting je lah, starting while tu. Okay, so after that, I will ask user how many cylinder and cone to be determined. Okay, so I will put in num CYCON. Okay, num cylinder cone. Okay, and then my count will be looping saya. Okay, looping for this while will be based on count and also num CYCON. Okay, num cylinder and cone. So as long as my count is less than 6 cylinders, number of cylinder ni and cone kat sini, I will do this looping. I will calculate the volume for CY and volume for cylinder and cone, and then I will determine what is the output here. Okay. Lepas tu saya akan buat count equal to count plus 1. So this looping will be looped until count equal to num CYCON. Okay. So contoh, let's say I said how many cylinder and cone to be determined. I said 2. Let's say 2. So enter the radius for cylinder. Radius is 4. Height is 6. Radius for cone, let's say 7 and 8. Okay, so now I have for the first one. For the first one, volume for cylinder is 301.63. Volume for cone is 410 and 0.55. So I have the volume for cone is bigger than volume for cylinder. Okay, now I will proceed to the next cylinder and cone. So that's why you can see here I put radius and height for cylinder and cone number 2. Okay. So let's say I put cylinder is 6, 8. And then for the cone radius is 4, 9. Okay. Now I have cylinder is bigger than cone. So my looping is done because I said I want to calculate 2 times. Okay. Okay. So itu sahaja yang beza. Okay. Boleh kelas? Kelas?
Boleh.
Boleh.
Okay, so now let's say we use 4. Okay, so saya tutup dulu this one. Okay, now we have 4 for 4 statement. Because we didn't use math here, so I tutup dulu this one, comment. I comment this one. And then I have 4 here. Uncomment. Okay. So when I want to use 4, the same thing, I will ask user how many cylinder and cone to be determined. Okay. So for 4, we don't need to have count equal to 0. Because 4 automatically it will start from 0 here. Okay. And then we have I will get the index. What is the index? here is in range of my num cy con ni. Okay. Okay, so here the same thing as before, except that I use the 4 here. How many cylinder? Let's say 2. So 4, 5, 6, 3. Okay, so the next one, let's say I have 6, 8, and then 4, 7. Okay, so done. Okay, so here, if you notice here, I do something else here. Okay, but basically you can do the same thing like in the coding. For index, while index, maybe I just put for index here. We can do like this as well. For index in range. What is the range here based on which one, class? We want to get the range based on which value?
Number, silicon, and
Numbers,
number.
cylinder and cone. Okay? Faham, class? Okay, so basically we will get the same thing lah. Okay? If we run 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then for the second one, 7, 8, 6, 5. Okay? The same thing. Okay, class? Understand? So let's say you want to print here, you want to print, let's say now you don't want just like this. Let's say when you ask user how many cylinder and cone to be determined, so user said 2. So here you want to print radius and height for cylinder and cone number 1, number 2. Okay, untuk jadikan output kita lebih cantik. Okay, so you put here radius for height on cylinder and cone, index plus 1. Okay. So how many to determine? So now you will determine for the first one. Radius and height for cylinder and cone number 1. Okay. Okay, and then now we have number 2. Radius and height for cylinder number 2. Okay. Okay, class. Faham? Very easy this part. Faham? You can get this coding dalam video nanti. Awak tengok video and then awak buatlah coding satu-satu. Okay, kelas? Faham tak?
Faham.
Faham So, ini coding untuk 4. Okay, ini coding untuk 4. So, this one is code for while. Okay, ini coding untuk while. Cuma saya komen lah sebab saya nak run yang bawah tu. So, ini coding untuk while. Okay, so nanti kalau awak nak compare dengan awak punya jawapan, awak buka video lah, tengok. Okay? Okay, kelas?
Okay.
Okay, so next exercise is intermediate level. For this exercise, the same thing yang awak dah buat sebelum ni. Tapi sekarang saya nak awak guna while statement to allow user to repeat the inputs. Okay? Repeat how to enter the inputs tu. Awak guna while statement. Okay. Buat exercise this one. Kemudian this one also saya nak awak guna while statement juga. Okay. Okay. Buat yang tu dulu. Dua exercise ni. Intermediate level for this one and also for this one. Okay. Nanti hari Rabu kita discuss. Okay. Boleh, kelas?
Boleh.